So welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about several vehicles that I believe could potentially be added in the new Grand Theft Auto Online update. We already know one vehicle that we're already going to get, and that's going to be a new Banshee based on the 5th generation Dodge Viper. So we already know one vehicle. What are the other vehicles that could potentially be added in this update? One vehicle I believe could potentially be added is the Mazda MX-5. It would make sense for this vehicle to be added. People have been requesting it for quite a while now. There will be a lot of customization that could potentially be done to it. And overall, it just seems weird that this vehicle's not already in the game. I also believe that this vehicle, if it's not getting added in this update, will be added in GTA 6. However, I think there's a strong possibility that this vehicle will be added in this update. If they do add this vehicle, I believe it would be the 1990s pop-up headlight version, as opposed to a modern version or a version from the 2000s. It would make sense for this version to be added, as it's the one people actually want. Another vehicle I could potentially see them adding is a vehicle based on the Hummer EV. This vehicle would make sense. It's a sort of trendy vehicle. I'm not sure if they're trendy now. There definitely was a time when people were talking about them. It would also make sense for a release in GTA 6 as well. And I believe most of the vehicles from this update will be also in GTA 6, or at least GTA 6 vehicles. So yeah, it definitely would make sense for them to add this, especially if it's going to appear in GTA 6, which I believe it personally will. I could also see them adding something based on the Tesla Cybertruck. It definitely would make sense. It definitely is something that Rockstar would do. If we don't get the Tesla Cybertruck based vehicle in this update, I believe we might be able to see it in GTA 6. It just seems too ripe for parody and just mocking from Rockstar. So I believe we could potentially see it either in this update or GTA 6, purely just to mock it and just make fun of it, basically. I could also see them adding in a classic Porsche 911. It seems a little bit weird that we have modified versions, but not the actual original vehicle. So obviously we got the wide body version, we have an off-road version, but not a normal version for some reason. I don't know, it seems a little bit weird. I believe they could potentially add that in this update, although then again that might also be kept for GTA 6. I don't know, it just seems a little bit weird that we have modified versions, but not normal versions. A vehicle that I believe they could potentially add is the 2022 Volkswagen Golf R. It would make sense in my opinion. Obviously it will have 4 doors, so 4 doors, getaway vehicle, heists. Maybe, I don't know. I do believe that we don't have enough hatchbacks in this game anyway, so it would be nice for them to add this, although whether they will or not, I don't think they will add this. I think it's very unlikely, unfortunately, but it's still a possibility, I suppose. I believe we could also see a vehicle based on the BMW M3 from the late 90s. I don't know about this one. Again, it's another vehicle that seems unlikely, but there is a possibility, I suppose. There is a possibility. I would actually enjoy this vehicle, actually, because there definitely needs to be more BMW-based vehicles in this game. Another vehicle that I could potentially see them adding in is actually a vehicle based on an electric dirt bike. So it seems a little bit strange that we haven't had an electric based dirt bike yet, so it would be nice for them to add this in. These are definitely popular, you see people driving them around all the time. I've seen people driving them around as well, illegally. So yeah, it definitely would make sense for them to add these in, though whether they will or not, I don't know. But yeah, it definitely seems like something they could potentially add. And actually, I thought they added this in when they added in like an electric bike a couple of updates ago. But unfortunately, that was just like a push bike that had electric sort of boosts, I guess. Yeah, it's a bit of a letdown, that. So yeah, I definitely hope that they do add these in, although whether they will or not, I don't know. It seems likely, I believe. It definitely seems likely that they could potentially add these in. I could also see them adding in a bunch of police vehicles. Obviously, we're going to get a police vehicle in this update because there's dispatch work that has also been added. So I believe they could potentially add like a Ford Explorer police vehicle, or maybe even like a police bike or an updated police bike, so it's not a sort of cruiser bike, I guess, or a Harley Davidson bike. I'm not sure what to call it. Yeah, sort of a bike that's not really like that, but more of a modern motorcycle, I guess. I could definitely see them adding that in. I could also see them adding in a Ford Explorer based vehicle and a police variant, and maybe even an updated version of the Dodge Charger, which would be the Buffalo, I guess. Yeah, I could see them adding that in as well, though whether they will or not, I don't know. They could potentially get police vehicles of the vehicles that we're also going to get in the update. although I don't know what those vehicles would be, so nah. I don't know, maybe we will get police vehicles, maybe all the police vehicles have been done as a moment, I don't know, but I do think we are going to get police vehicles in this update as well. So these are just some vehicles that I predict might be added in the new GTA Online update. The actual update comes out December the 10th, and we have to wait and see if any of these vehicles are coming to the game or not. I personally suspect 1 or 2 might be, others I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I will cover the update, although I probably won't be covering it in GTA Online because I don't have the money to actually review all these cars. I'll definitely be covering it in a modded version of GTA 5 single player or something when the actual mods update. Yeah, I definitely will be covering all these vehicles, hopefully. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Please like, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff as well. And stay tuned for more, I guess.